So today we're gonna watch this video by FTD Facts. This video is really important क्योंकि मुझे ये question बहुत सालों से है and I've always been wondering और मुझे नहीं पता था कि क्यों है इसका reason. And today I'm gonna find out why Northeast Indians look different than regular Indians.
How you doing, guys? Thanks for joining me here on FTD Facts. I'm Leroy Kenton, and now in this episode, I'm answering a question that I didn't even know exists until some of you guys brought it up to me on Instagram as well as below in the comment section. By the way, follow me on Instagram, guys. Link to that is down below. You can see what's going on outside of these FTD Facts videos, as well as sending me messages. I'm always responding to them. But this question is, why do Northeast Indians look different from other Indians? Now, India is a land of diversity and with many different kinds of people belonging to different races, cultures, and religions. So it is natural that people belonging to various different cultures would look differently. However, people from the northeastern part of India have a different look altogether. And why is that? Northeastern India comprises of 8 states. We have Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura, and Sikkim. Northeastern India shares its borders with Myanmar, Bhutan, China, Nepal, and Tibet. These countries are comprised of people from almost the same ethnic group. Even with that, there's a variety of ethnic groups that live there, mainly the Mongoloids, the Indo-Aryans, the Australoids or Austric, and the Dravidians. Now, let me pause there because I understand that in today's modern use, the term Mongoloid is often used as a derogatory term, and it's also used to insult people with a variety of different disabilities.
Really?
However, for the sake of clarity, as well as the integrity of the original use of the word, I'm using the term to relate to people in East Asia and Southeastern Asia. So no offense intended, I'm simply using the term how it was originally intended to be used. There's archaeological data that confirms that the Mongoloid race used to live in parts of South Asia during the Paleolithic age. In fact, some anthropologists see modern Chinese people as secondary descendants of Mongoloids. And since the people of northeastern India are also descendants of the Mongoloid people, you can see why all these races share familiar features. So while the original settlers in northeastern India were Mongoloids, the Indo-Aryan and other ethnic groups arrived later. And you can see that there's a huge dominance of Mongoloid element in the population of northeastern Asia. In some ancient texts, the northeastern regions belonged to tribes who spoke languages from the Tibeto-Burman family. Then in other parts of the northeast, there was a race of people who reached Myanmar from the Yunnan region of China and from there to Assam. The Mayetis tribe of Manipur state descended from the Tartars who migrated from China in the 13th to the 14th century, but examining all the groups of people that migrated to northeastern India would take forever. But in short, there are more than 200 very interesting tribes in northeastern India alone who at some point in history migrated from the neighboring countries of China, Myanmar, or Bhutan.
That makes
and all
sense.
of them came for various reasons, whether to look for fertile land or some sort of river or valley to conquer. Now, let's take a look at something pretty interesting and mind-blowing. Other than the racial differences, there are actually tribal and non-tribal dualities recognized by the Constitution of India that give certain benefits to the many tribal communities in the northeastern parts of India. This was all set up to help them catch up with the rest of society in terms of educational standards and living standards. It's because of reasons like these that northeasterners are often non-recognized and misrecognized. They're also viewed by a large portion of the Indian population as being foreigners, because when other residents of India see people from the northeast, or even if a tourist sees people from the northeast, the automatic assumption is, oh, they're foreigners maybe from China or Japan or Thailand or Nepal. And some label this as withholding the Indianness from the northeastern Indian people, and that causes in many cases for them to be discriminated and marginalized.
It's a very common problem for everyone here to ask us whether we are actually Indians. That is very normal. And I wouldn't say it is normal, but it is very common.
So there you have it, guys. I hope that answered your question on why there is such a big difference in the look of people from northeastern India.
Okay, so that kind of explained a lot of it. बहुत सारी इसमें theory थी जो उसने बस पढ़ी है. Wasn't much explanation of things, but at least there was some context of how things happened. So yeah, that makes sense. और हाँ, I can totally understand यार कि मतलब when somebody who looks like, you know, a Chinese person maybe, or somebody from China, Chinese side, they show up, you would always obviously think कि यार आप किसी और मुल्क से हो या क्या सीन है, क्योंकि हमारी सोसाइटी इतनी पोलराइज्ड है कि वी जस्ट बिलीव कि भाई चाइनीज लुकिंग मैन शुड लिव इन चाइना एंड इंडियन लुकिंग मैन शुड लिव इन इंडिया, पाकिस्तानी लुकिंग मैन शुड लिव इन पाकिस्तान, पठान looking man should live in Peshawar, and you know this whole concept of polarizing and being mono-ethnic societies is actually a pretty messed up thing. Japan believes in this. Japan has been a mono-ethnic society for quite a while. They only like Japanese people in their country. You can come visit, but you will be treated as a foreigner. उसमें आपकी respect तो बहुत होगी, लेकिन you will never be accepted as their own. Okay, they think that you're not their own because you don't look like them. You don't well, basically you don't look like them. So yeah, that's something that this world has thrived upon बहुत सालों से, बहुत centuries से actually, कि हमें communal और हमें अपनी ethnicity के around ही सब कुछ बनाना होता है. But countries like America are the prime example of that this is not necessary. America can survive with so many different kinds of people. यहाँ पे कोई एक majority as such नहीं है. गोरे भी हैं, काले भी हैं, Chinese भी हैं, Indians भी हैं, अरबी भी हैं, सब तरह के लोग हैं यहाँ. So yeah, it's proof कि जरूरी नहीं है कि एक ethnicity एक country बनाए और वो country survive करे. Multi-ethnic countries can also survive. Actually, they can become one of the best countries in the world. They can thrive better than other countries. Yeah, that was pretty informative, and FTD does a great job of making these videos. Make sure you like and subscribe to FTD. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bani Umba. I hope you like and subscribe. Tweet me at Pakistani Reacts. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Take really good care of yourself. Shabba khair.